One lucky contestant is going to make their way home in this gorgeous Chevrolet. Now, I think they might have space for their 5 million naira check in the back seat, and maybe their shopping vouchers from ShopRite can stay in front, but I have no idea where they're going to keep all that kitchen equipment that they're getting from LG. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Knorr Taste Quest Season 5. My name is Ari Toko. I am your host, and this is the Battle of Flavors. Last week, we watched with bated breath as our 24 contestants chopped, grated, and flipped their way down to 16, and then finally to 12.
No more tired. Little girl can get some more. Iron. And my ladies get some more. Iron. Make we do the no green steps. Oh, yeah, do the no green steps. Oh, make we do the no steps. Oh, yeah, toss it, stir it, crumble. No. Toss it, stir it, crumble. No. Oh, yeah, toss it, make we stir it. Oh, yeah, toss it, make we crumble some. No. Any kind of green liquid.
It's a very different setup right now. Everything is laid out in a very every man for themselves kind of situation. I'm very intrigued to see what the judges have got set up for our contestants this week. But we're not going to waste any time guessing. They're right here, so why don't we ask them? So how are you all doing today?
Fantastic.
Can we now talk about why you're wearing chef jackets? What's happening?
Nothing is happening. I mean, if you've watched KTQ from seasons 1 up to where we are today, we always try and do some kind of training at the beginning,
Yes.
so that contestants have an idea of what we want in the kitchen, what we expect, some
Yes.
safety tips. That way, even if someone goes home today, goes home next episode, they have left with some kind of knowledge
Yes.
imparted onto them.
Oh, that's really cool. Now, have your expectations changed? You watched the 24, you took them down to 16 and finally to 12. How have your expectations changed?
Chef Regina?
I mean, my expectations right now, I think, are still kind of on a plateau level,
Okay,
because
okay.
I want to see what they can finally do by themselves, so that, because you just never know. This
Yes.
is real reality TV. You just never know who's going to surprise you. The person you think is the black horse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm neutral at this point.
Okay. So there's going to be a master class. Is there going to be any cooking at all?
We'll see. I have extremely high expectations of them. And anyone who falls short will exit the kitchen of Battles of Flavor.
I've been looking at you from across the way, and I think about you almost every day. Now I think that I must have a crush on you. I hope that you feel it too. It's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be paradise is waiting for us, so take my hand. You and me in la la land. Ooh, it's gonna be perfect.
It's the natural ingredients and rich flavor of Knorr that brings people together.
So, how was it?
They loved it, Mom. Like, loved it. Chevrolet, find new roads.
This is a supermarket, but different because it's a ShopRite, which means it's also a butchery with world-class meat cuts, a bakery with your freshly baked favorites, and it has a fruit and veg section with the freshest local produce. But the real difference between a regular supermarket and Africa's biggest supermarket is what we do behind the scenes, like using our massive bulk buying power to negotiate bigger discounts from grocery suppliers and partnering with the best local farmers, all to give you everything you need at the lowest prices under one roof. ShopRite, lower prices you can trust, always.
Good pottery requires even and steady control of heat. Can the Neo Chef's subtle yet effective smart inverter function successfully bake a piece of pottery? It's amazing. A perfect dish, made possible by the Neo Chef's smart inverter function. Neo Chef.
Hi everyone, how you guys doing? Great. Congrats so far.
Thank you. Congratulations to the 12 of you. Welcome to the KTQ Kitchen, KTQ Season 5, where you're going to battle the battle of flavors. Today we're going to do some simple training to get you ready for the next few weeks. If you guys can divide yourself into 2 groups.
So some six on my side, 6 on Doctor's side.
Now, before we start our knife training, a few tips for you all. We always tie our aprons in front, and the main reason for doing so is should you have a fire accident or you need to get out of your apron very quickly, you're not battling with your apron behind you. It's very, very important. We like to wash our hands, which we have done already, to make sure that we keep our things clean. We try to coordinate our boards so that you have one particular board for one particular item. Most times you say red is for meat, green is for vegetables, blue is for fish, white is for things that are going to be used raw, like breads and stuff like that. It does not matter how you categorize your boards, as long as you stick to the same board throughout. It is very important. Today we're going to be cooking with spinach, and the main reason we're using spinach is because of its iron content. 1 out of 2 women in Nigeria suffer from some sort of iron deficiency or anemia. We need to cook with ingredients that are full of iron so we can fight this. Chef Rex.
All right, to get us started, I'm going to be showing you, we've chopped up some vegetables there, but I'll show you how to just work with a knife pretty much. And the onion is a classic example, all right? So I'm sure you've watched this before, but it's kind of cool that you get to see it today. I'm just gonna grab some water here. And just to reiterate what Doctor said, when you're using your board, so like we're using a whiteboard right now, and does anybody know why I'm doing this? Okay, so that I don't want it to move, all right? And yeah, so I've wet that. So this board, for example, if I was competing, I would only cut like raw vegetables on it. I won't cut meat, I won't do any other thing on it, all right? So cutting an onion and just, the point is not chopping up an onion, it's how to work with your knife. So this is a classic chef knife, and you always, this is the tip, the middle part, and this is what you call the heel. So it's not about making noise. That's not how, people think it's cool, but it's not. You just want to know that this part is to make your incision. This part does most of the work, but the heel does the finishing. That's the way you need to think about your knife. So I'm going to just cut this in half. You see I've used the middle part, not so much the tip, all right? And to finally chop up the onion, I hope everybody can see. The onion has these natural lines that you can follow, but it doesn't really matter. So classic, whenever you want to cut or chop anything, I'll still show you some of this as well. You want to claw your hand. Everybody see the motion, all right? So you put that, you want to make sure it's stable. Anything you're cutting, even if you're going to chop some of this, you just want to make sure it's in place. So it's stable. You figure out how thin or how large. So you see I'm following this, all right? But there's a possibility I can have a conversation with Ifweko. Ifweko, let's have a conversation and keep cutting, all right? Just because I'm following this. That is my guide, So again, just holding it in place again. All right, comme ça, like that. And please, you don't have to be fast and try and show off when you eventually get a hang of it, okay? Easy does it, but hey, look at me to talk when you don't have time on the show. So you cut into it. I made a mistake just now. I did like that because I can slice myself. You want to hold that again. want to hold that again. And you want to hold that again. So you can see some of it is already falling off. Let's put this away. All right. Just put that away. This finger is my guide. All right. Once you get a hang of it, that's when you can start going really fast. And it's not about making noise, like I've said. So just to show you another technique, so to speak, I'm just going to cut this big piece for you over here. All right. So again, just working with the heel and the middle part of the knife. That is how. I mean, it has its place, but it doesn't show skill. You're just a noisemaker, pretty much. So this is very good when you need to slice something. How many of us know what a julienne is? To cut into matchsticks, right? All right, so it's very good. But to chop, you want to just take your time and, you know, work like that. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions?
The other part, how do you then cut the remaining part?
This part?
Yes.
Okay, so this remaining part, good question. So you see this is the final chop than this, obviously, because I paid more attention. All right, so I'm just going to move this to the front. I would say for this, you take this apart. Just same process. Again. And I'm going to show you just how to work with a technique called chiffonade. All right. So because these spinach leaves have these really thick vines, actually I'm going to also just cut it down the center. You mustn't do this, it's not by force. It's just because for what doctor wants to use it for, I'm going to do it like that, okay? And you can layer it all together. So you slice at an angle. All right. So then we chiffonade. So we layer everything up together. And this is just to emphasize, you know, this knife skill I'm showing you. Still crying tears of joy. So we roll it up. You want to roll it up pretty tight. All right. Can you see that this finger is the guide? All right. And I'm just allowing the heel of the knife to do the job. And if we're having a conversation, and we're going. And you have really nice strips. You can use this to garnish and you actually use it inside. So this reminds you of what the women cut for you in the market now. But you people think unless you do it, no. All right, Doc, over to you.
All right. Any questions from anybody? In your skills test, 8 of you kind of battled to do an omelette. We thought that was the easiest thing to give you all to do, but we kind of confused our own selves because some of you had all variations of omelets humanly possible. We're going to very quickly make an omelet here for you. Should I use 2 eggs, Chef Eggs, or 3?
2 is fine.
2 is fine. I have a knife somewhere. Yep. We're going to break the eggs in a separate bowl. 2 reasons why. Can somebody tell me the reasons why? In case one is bad. What else? One other reason?
So that each egg can have space when you're beating.
No, I'm beating them together. Shells. There you go. So you can pick out your shells easier. Okay? We're going to break up the yolk and whisk the egg. The more air you beat into your egg, the fluffier your omelette is going to be. You can add, believe it or not, just plain water. It doesn't have to be milk. We're using cooking cream today just because we want it to be a very rich omelette. But you can add just plain water to your omelette. Of course, we're adding Knorr. We've chosen Knorr chicken. And we're adding a little pinch of salt. So we can put our vegetables inside here. If you take you can play around with your egg. Let it kind of firm up a little bit. Keep all the edges together. You're going to pull this back like this so that you can get all the egg cooked. You come here again, you pull that back. And just continue that process till you get the egg cooked to a point whereby you are happy. Taste and see how it tastes.
The Lord is good. Oh wow, Doc, only one fork for me. Very good.
I have a question.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. Today we are cooking with spinach. Spinach, ugu, and scent leaves are in the group of green vegetables that are rich in iron. Did you know that 1 in 2 women in Nigeria suffer from some form of iron deficiency or anemia? This is why we must cook with iron-rich ingredients. Together, we can fight the battle to eradicate anemia. Join us, Knorr Taste Quest, and the Knorr Green Steps initiative to fight this battle. Together, we can do it. Ladies and gentlemen, you have 8 minutes. And I said 8 minutes for your first task. You will cook 3 omelets. We'll judge you on speed, presentation, and taste. You must use Knorr and spinach. And your time starts now.
To make plate three plates. So my first step was to make a sauce with my vegetables. So what I did was I sauteed my vegetables in butter. Then I used Knorr chicken and a little bit of salt. Then I finished it up with cooking cream, just a little bit of cooking cream to give it some color. I grabbed my vegetables and my eggs and my Knorr chicken cube. I whisk my egg, add my whipping cream, my Knorr chicken, and my salt. Then I have my butter in the pan, very hot. So at the right temperature, I pour in my egg with my vegetables. Then after that, I zest in some lemon to give it that jazz up.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Thank you.
I first of all broke 2 eggs in 2 different bowls, and then I did a quick slice of tomatoes, the bell pepper, the yellow and the green bell peppers, did a quick chiffonade of the spinach, and I just rustled them together on a moderate heat with the butter, and I Paola, the omelette was ready.
Well, basically, it was an omelette, so I just, chopped my peppers, whisked my eggs, and mixed everything, tossed it, and it was ready.
Time should have been enough for me, but somehow it wasn't. I wasn't thinking out of the box. I should have fried my vegetables in another pot and then done my eggs in the pan. But somehow I ended up with 2 fully cooked eggs, and then the third one was I was still frying the third one when time was up, so it wasn't really enough.
I don't know, I just didn't think outside the box today. I guess it was tension.
Thank you.
Hello, judges. Now I want to know, how was the cooking task? What was your opinion?
They don't know what's happening yet. When somebody goes home, they will understand that this kitchen means serious business. Come in, do your work. Some of them were walking to the fridge, looking for butter.
Doc, calm down. Just wait. Taste the omelets first. And hopefully that will change your mind. Yes, I'm just going to get out of the way, and hopefully you will feel better soon. Okay? All right, thank you.
If we call your name, please come forward with your dishes for tasting. Bolagbo Adebakin. Thank you. Thank you. Valentine.
I saw you grating a lot of lemon.
I'll call it lemon zest omelette because of the lemon there. It gives it a different taste.
It actually has a nice flavor, actually. I've never had lemon and egg before, but it gives a little unusual flavor that I wouldn't have expected. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Folashade.
I will call the name of my food spinach vegetable omelette. The time was not enough for me. I think if I had had like 5 more minutes, I could have gotten all my meals ready.
Love. We taste one together. Huh?
Oh, nice.
I don't know if it's just the cheese that's making it nice or if it's actually very nice.
Look, the cheese, the egg, everything is working.
No one wants to eat eggshell. That's why I said to you, crack in 2 separate bowls so we don't have eggshells. Thank you.
Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah. Mohammed.
That's a weird flavor.
It's a weird flavor, but it's not. It's a nice. What did you put in the egg? What spice?
Just the Knorr.
Just the Knorr and what?
Yeah,
and
then the peppers, vegetables.
There's something that tastes like shaki inside this. I don't know why.
No, it's none of that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Daphne.
Daphne. I love how it's it.
Thank you.
This is the first omelette I'm tasting that I really get that sense of all the vegetables and the ugu.
That's why you see what I did. I actually lifted it up to see what was on the inside. It's a bit
balanced.
It's not fluffy enough, but the taste, the flavor, the balance, it's actually very good.
It's quite good.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll probably give myself 9 because I think you just liked my egg. So.
Come on, Lafe.
My food. It was just omelette, but the special thing that was there was the fact that we're trying to deal with anemia, which one of the remedy to anemia is to add enough iodine into your system, and that could be gotten from spinach. So apart from the spinach being the special ingredient in the food, I also added some lemon juice inside. So if I were to give it a tangy name, I would probably call it lemonized vegetable omelette.
That lemon and spinach is not working for me at all. That's a whole different omelette.
Well, don't forget that they fry them differently in the pan, but I mean, that just tastes, the flavor is there.
That one. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Adam? I've never seen so many onions in my life at once. Oh, wow. Brian.
What would I have done better during my task? I think what I would have done is get to the pantry first.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Liana, do you make?
3.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Death by salt.
Yeah, I'm going to say that the cheese is a lot.
You've added salt to the egg, and you've added a lot of cheese, and all I'm tasting is salt.
I think I didn't balance my flavors very well. I was rushing too much, so at the end of the day, I think I would have just taken my time a little bit more to just improve on the flavors.
Dasola. Your egg is fluffy. The problem I'm having is there's no filling.
My issue with you is you come across as, oh, I don't believe in myself, but give me a chance. And every chance you've gotten so far, to me, you've crushed it. So I think you need to be just a little more confident in yourself, because that has to be the most well-textured egg I've tasted so far.
If I come. Okay, thank you.
I don't know, I just didn't think outside the box today. I guess it was tension.
It's battle of flavors, which means we want salt, we want Knorr, we want seasoning, we want everything possible. It doesn't have it.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll rate myself 5 because, like I said earlier, it's not my best work.
Thank you. Francis. How many eggs did you make? Okay. It's not packed with flavor, but it doesn't taste bad.
It doesn't taste bad because it has too many vegetables inside.
It's too many for you? Actually, it's perfect for me. I love the spinach. I know you don't like spinach in yours.
Again, let me taste yours.
Maybe they keep giving me the better omelets, huh?
To be honest, look at my life suffering. It's a much
better omelet.
Nice omelet.
Thank you. If I call your name, please come forward. Dasola. Valentine. Love. The 3 of you are top 3. You're all safe. You may go to your station. Daphne. Francis. Ifeko. Francis, you are safe. You may go to your station. Komolafe. Shashi. Shashi, you're safe. You may go to your station. Komolafe, you're also safe. Bolagbo. Adamu. Bolagbo and Adamu, you're both safe. Liana and Falashade, you might join them. The question is, who is going home?
I've been looking at you from across the way, and I think about about you almost every day. Now I think that I must have a crush on you. I hope that you feel it too. It's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be paradise is waiting for us, so take my hand. You and me in la la land. Ooh, it's gonna be perfect.
It's the natural ingredients and rich flavor of Knorr that brings people together.
Shola, come and help me. You need to learn.
But I'm more interested in drawing.
How are you going to be part of the business if you don't learn?
You just don't understand.
Morning. Anyone for some Lipton?
The rich taste of Lipton awakens body and mind.
Let me have a look at your drawings. Son, these designs are amazing.
Lipton Yellow Label Tea. Awaken to what really matters.
The tastiest blue band with vitamins A, D, E, B6, B12, folic acid, and niacin. So important for kids' growth and development.
You can tell they're from a blue band home.
Spread every slice and give your kids the vitamins they need.
Oh, see how oily I am. It'll take forever to clean this.
Take it easy, Pan. Your days of endless scrubbing are over. Madame just bought Sunlight dishwashing liquid.
What do you know about a Pan's life?
This advanced formulation has real lemon juice that'll cut through all those stains fast in just one wipe.
Wow, that was fast.
See how easy it is to remove oil in one wipe?
Sunlight dishwashing liquid removes oil stains in just one wipe.
The question is, who is going home? Ifeko and Liana. Unfortunately, you are bottom two. Your journey ends here. You may exit.
These things happen. It's a competition. People go home, but on different days. So I'll just take it like that.
So I'm very excited, at least I go away with a brand new microwave from LG and a huge carton of Knorr chicken, which is my favorite seasoning, so it's a great consolation.
Who else is going home? The two of you are safe when you go to your station.
Whoa!
Yes!
Yes! That was the right reaction. One pot only.
Only one
One pot only.
Cooking with one pot.
One pot to cook everything.
One pot. How do you cook with one pot in that little time?
Ladies and gentlemen, it only gets harder from this point on. The cooking will not stop. The excitement will not end. In front of you, you have a host of ingredients. Lettuce rich in iron, chicken, coconut, bell peppers, corn, rice, and lamb chops, all from ShopRite. We expect you to make a wholesome meal. You have 38 minutes for that task. Inside this pot, we have 6 spoons. Desola will pick the first one. It will either give her good news for all of you or bad news. Just pick the first spoon. Pick your Knorr spoon and give it to Miss Arrett. Okay. And she will tell you what.
Should I read it out?
Please. Yes.
Must use apples.
So added to all your ingredients, you must add apples.
No tomatoes.
So Chef Fregan, when we finish from here, we'll take all the tomatoes from the fridge, including pureed tomatoes, steamed tomatoes, boiled tomatoes, tinned tomatoes, any kind of tomato will be taken from your pantry.
So all your dreams of making stew gone. Love, the final spoon is in your hands, literally.
Nice one, nice one.
Wow.
Whoa! Yes!
Why are you so excited?
Yes!
That was the right reaction. One pot only.
Only one pot.
One pot only.
Cooking with one pot.
One pot to cook everything.
One pot. How do you cook with one pot in that little time?
I can hear brains like.
All right.
So this is the only pot that you all will be able to use to cook your wholesome meal. Just for the record, Eric, can you read the rest of the things that they could have picked or not picked out so we can see where?
Thank you, Chef Freggs. So you could have picked no blenders. No, you didn't. So it's all right. You're still safe. You could have picked no oil.
I was hoping that you would get that.
No oil, right? No, people would have used tears instead of oil.
Yes, and that would have been salty.
And you could have used must-use Lipton tea. So how do you feel now about your choices? They're all right. They're fine.
So one pot must use apples.
No tomatoes.
No tomatoes. I beg you all not to kill yourself while you fight for the apples. And if you love your neighbor, share the apples that you get. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, one pot, no tomatoes, must use apples. You have 38 minutes, one wholesome dish, and your time starts now.
I literally had to cook everything in one pot. It was really, really challenging, and then we had limited time, so you had to like cook chicken, lamb, coconuts, corn, rice, and everything, and then you have like really limited time, and you have just one pot to cook.
Look carefully, I believe there's still one more apple in the fridge.
Watching them navigating cooking with only one pot, for instance, or avoiding tomatoes. So what are some things ideally they could do that would make it easier?
You know, I'm a local guy. I don't have all these fancy things in my head. My meat, I will season it. I have a freaking oven. Put it in the oven, at least let it start to cook for me. Yeah. Let me use my pot for something else. Yeah. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah. That's what I would have thought, but nobody has gone that way.
He bought the corn with the rice. That was genius.
Is anybody impressing you? Are you noticing anybody who you're thinking, I should keep an eye on them?
Desola.
2 rounds now, she has shown that, look, she's consistent, even with her being afraid. So what happens when you're confident?
Yeah, true.
But if her fear keeps her back good, I think she should stay afraid.
Yeah.
Ingredients and spices I used were coconut, chicken, lamb, corn, peppers, lettuce, a lot of herbs and spices. And I apologize, I'm not using
Okay, so throw it away. Maybe in the trash. You're throwing this away too. Okay, yeah, whatever you're not using, throw away. Especially you're using this?
I might
okay,
still.
But you're not using this, so throw that away.
But she's not even talk so much, she's really busy. Both of them, I actually want to see the piece. Don't tell. I've been saying that, you know, I feel like I'm in your house and I want to steal a piece of meat before the food is ready.
Considering the size of the pot, I don't really want to add much oil so it won't spoil the whole thing.
Okay. Are you happy with what you're doing?
Well, I hope to arrive at something good, so it's something I should be positive about.
Ladies and gentlemen, no tomatoes, apples, 1 pot, 5 million naira, brand new car. You have 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. Thank you.
Just 4 more minutes. I wasn't able to dish my rice, so if I had that, I've been able to dish my meals perfectly.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand back.
Today wasn't really what I hoped for it to be, but it's all good.
The main challenge is having to boil rice with 1 pot, fry chicken with 1 pot, do lamb chops with 1 pot, make sauce with 1 pot. I mean, it's crazy.
I've been looking at you from across the way, and I think about you almost every day. Now I think that I must have a crush on you. I hope that you feel it too. It's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be paradise is waiting for us, so take my hand. You and me in La La Land. Ooh, it's gonna be perfect.
It's the natural ingredients and rich flavor of Knorr that brings people together.
So, how was it?
They loved it, Mom. Like, loved it. Chevrolet, find new roads.
This is a supermarket, but different because it's a ShopRite, which means it's also a butchery with world-class meat cuts, a bakery with your freshly baked favorites, and it has a fruit and veg section with the freshest local produce. But the real difference between a regular supermarket and Africa's biggest supermarket is what we do behind the scenes, like using our massive bulk buying power to negotiate bigger discounts from grocery suppliers and partnering with the best local farmers, all to give you everything you need at the lowest prices under one roof. ShopRite, lower prices you can trust, always.
Hello. Thank you, Daddy. Coming.
It's like, oh my God.
That's me.
Wow. Thanks, Dad.
Easy to find and access your favorites without opening the door.
Hi.
Knock twice. See inside. LG InstaView Door and Door.
If we call your name, please come forward. Falashade. So what is this that you have here?
This is a apple lamb salad.
Unfortunately, we're at the point in the competition where we have to be very strict, and we can only judge you based on what you have in front of you. You've missed out your chicken, you've missed out your rice. What else is missing?
Rice, her chicken, her corn.
Her yellow bell peppers are not there.
I'll say a few corn things here, Sha.
And then a bit of your corn. Any other comments?
Coconut. Listen to you. I mean, this salad is delicious, but I feel like I'm judging on right now.
All right, thank you very much. Francis, explain to us how you have used your compulsory ingredients.
I had my coconuts blended and milked out. Then I use it to make coconut sauce, chicken and coconut sauce. Then with rice and a little bit of bell peppers.
Where are your apples?
I was meant to use a garnish, but time.
But time ran out.
Even as a garnish, it doesn't show me how you've transformed the ingredient though. No, for me.
Thank you very much. Can you tell us how you used your ingredients, please?
I spiced the apple with cinnamon and then I just fried it a bit and then stir fried the chicken.
Where's your lamb?
It's in the pot.
Your lamb didn't make it.
To the plate. It's actually ready.
It tastes like you're giving me a 3-course meal on one plate.
All right, raw corn, wow.
Explain to us what you have done here, please.
It's an herby coconut rice, sweet corn rice with an apple.
What herb did you put inside?
I put parsley, I put dill, I put thyme in it.
You have some raw corn on the side for us.
Now, how do you use your chicken and your lamb?
I just seasoned it lightly with black pepper, white pepper.
But how do you use it? Where is it?
I just tossed it
in the rice.
I see. And then this is a raw corn and apple salad.
Funny enough, I don't actually really mind the raw corn and apple salad.
And what's this here?
It's just the lettuce
Diced
and
up,
pepper.
diced up lettuce.
Yes, with some black pepper. And
Why didn't you just put this mix in the rice? I thought if you cooked, it would taste really good.
Thank you very much.
This is a feast.
A feast. So what have you done here? Explain to us.
I used the coconut milk for the rice, and then I stir-fried the vegetables and the lamb.
You use peanut, what kind of oil do you use? Soya bean oil? Yeah, soya bean oil, don't worry. It almost has flavor, but I really like what you did with the rice. So you tried to did you cook it from dry before you added the...
Yes, I did.
Just like that. Oh God. I really want to like this dish.
Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be tasting your chicken because it's completely raw. And the one meat that we will not eat raw is poultry. Thank you, sir.
Very good.
This is it?
Your rice
is ready, but I didn't have time to dish it. I was having issues with my oven. They said the oven was not working. I was planning on using the oven. It was later I realized that it was. So the rice is ready, but just didn't dish it.
But I watched you when I was doing the countdown, and at that point in time, you should have put the rice on your plate.
And I was under the impression you're putting the rice with your meat.
That time I didn't know the oven was working.
Thank you.
With your love.
Did you manage to use all your ingredients?
Yes, I did.
Did you manage to get it all on the plate?
Yes, I did.
Don't he do it?
This was your intention from the beginning?
Yes.
Okay. I will tell you for free that when we give you a must-use ingredient, we don't want a garnish.
Okay.
We don't want a salad usually. We want something that is more ingenious and more creative. And then the apple is just a plain raw apple.
No, I made a vinaigrette.
Still a plain raw apple. So you're left at the mercy of if it's a sweet apple or not a sweet apple. Thank you.
Thank you. Trouble today. Presentation on fleek.
So what did you cook for us, Valentine?
My own version of apple infused rice. My most used ingredients are my apple. I infuse it into the rice and.
You put crayfish in your rice?
No, I did not. I tried as much as to avoid crayfish because it would be too sweet.
Okay.
Then my vegetables, I sprinkle some olive oil, and then with my chicken, after steaming my rice, my chicken a bit with the rice, I put them in the oven with my pork.
This apple rice is kind of funky, but
it's funky in a good way.
Yeah, it's funky at first, then you're like, oh, I want another fork.
The problem I have, though, your chicken is undercooked. I'm not going to bother to attempt it. And your bell peppers are just, again, sliced and, as a garnish.
The rice is definitely the star of the dish.
And possibly the best rice that I've tasted so far.
I thought I tasted the best rice till I tried this one.
Okay, thank you. Explain to us what you have done here.
Okay, chef. I have made for you a roasted chicken risotto and a lamb salad in vinaigrette sauce.
You know, if vinaigrette is already a dressing, you don't need to say sauce behind it.
Thank you, chef.
With some bone for me as a surprise.
Sorry about that, chef.
Lamb's a little tough.
It's funny, I thought my piece was a bit soft. And the ShopRite pears are so sweet.
Super delicious.
Yeah. Nothing to do with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
This is it?
The others didn't get done on fire. Oh, that's a big deal.
Didn't get done on
the
fire.
chicken, but I couldn't put on the oven.
Did you ask for help?
I didn't ask for help.
Any questions?
No questions.
Okay, thank you. The question is, who is going home? Folashade, will it be you? Or Adamu, will it be you? We'll let you know before the task starts next week.
You know, they say that you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs. Well, you can't make a winner without saying goodbye to a few contestants. And so we said goodbye to 2 of our contestants today, leaving our top 10. But our top 10 had barely had a minute to catch their breaths, and they're realizing that this battle of flavors is no walk in the park. They're going to have to do more than even they thought possible to make it to the finals. Now, do you think you have what it takes to be a winner? Do you know that you can be a winner on the Knorr Taste Quest in the comfort of your own homes? Yep, that's why we have our home play competition, where you answer an easy question and stand to win amazing prizes. Literally, these questions are so easy that we're only going to take the first 20. Let me show you. Who were the 2 contestants evicted in today's episode? Really easy, right? Who were the 2 contestants evicted in today's episode? Do you think you know the answer? Guys, I feel really sorry for our contestants. All the intrigue, they can't even relax. They have to wait till next week to know their fates. Guess what? You have to wait till next week as well. So make sure you tune in for another explosive episode of Knorr Taste Quest Battle of Flavors. Thank you for watching.